Hey, what up guys? So I just recently posted a video on my Instagram Reels and it was going over my Drumbus chain and how it greatly affects my drums in a mix and how it makes them a lot more beefy and just gives them a lot more character and punch. And I had a couple people ask if I would do a more like in-depth video kind of going over exactly what those plugins are doing. So I'm going to give it my best shot in putting that together for you guys. So anyways, let's get right into it. So yeah, you can see that we have the Ggd One Kit Wonder new metal kit loaded up. And all of their stuff sounds pretty damn good on their own. I'll give you a little demonstration of that. I'll just play it without my chain going on and you guys can just hear what that sounds like by itself. So yeah, doesn't sound bad at all. And then really quick, I will engage my chain and throw my triggers in, and you can hear the difference. Yeah, so quite a difference, honestly. First thing in the chain, we're just gonna dive right in. We have STL Tones CONTROLHUB. I don't use CONTROLHUB a ton. I mostly use it just on drum stuff, honestly. And then this is from the Daniel Bronstein pack, and it looks like it's just the preset Drumbus warm glue. I may have made some tweaks in the dynamics or in the EQ a little bit, but honestly, I probably didn't do much, to be real. And then we'll hear that without it. And then we'll listen to it with the plugin engaged. So yeah, you can tell that it's pretty subtle. It's not doing a ton, but you can definitely hear that it's adding some more like warmth to it. Like it feels like there's almost a little bit more like oomph, a little more like low end in there for it. And then also I would just want to say too, presets. Don't be afraid to use them. Who cares? They're there for a reason. Like if you set it and it works, that's fine. These presets are here for a reason. A lot of them are great starting points and sometimes you just slap them on and it works. You don't have to sit and play with things for hours to always get great results. So then next in the chain, we have the Shadow Hills mastering compressor. And then again, this is another instance. I just picked a preset. I really like the drums aggressive comp. Gives it a lot of like power and a lot more oomph to them. I may have just messed with like the threshold on like the optical and discrete a little bit. I kind of put this together. I put this like chain together a little while ago, so I don't exactly remember all the moves I made. But anyways, let's give that a listen, a before and after. Cool. And then with the plugin engaged. Yeah, and you can already hear that it's just kind of giving the drums so much more like life and almost like giddy up, if you will, for lack of better words. And then next we have Modern Metal Songwriter, or I believe they're like Modern Music Solutions now. They're NOVACLIP clipper, just to shave off those peaks and get some really gnarly perceived loudness. A little bit of like, I guess, kind of saturation in there too. Really like gives the drums a lot of smack, makes them stand out a little bit more. But again, here we go, before and then after. Yeah, so you can really hear how much like more smack it's giving the drums. Then next in the chain, we have the Black Box Analog Design HG2. And this is where a lot of my saturation is coming. Again, I believe I just picked a preset, Drumbus. There's Drumbus 2, drums. I liked the first one, and then I know on this I just kind of tweaked around like the triode and pentode, which is how the tubes are affected and how it saturates. I probably messed with like the saturation and air amount and stuff too. Again, it's been a minute, so I don't remember exactly like all the moves that I did, but I know this one I played with to taste until I had it where I wanted it to be. But here we go, before and then after. Yeah, so that just adds like a lot more harmonic saturation in there, which definitely helps the drums cut through more, especially in a full mix. And then just a note right here, up in the mix knob section, I do have it probably around like 70%. Yeah, like 70. So I kind of played with that and dialed it in to taste. And obviously all this stuff is like subjective, like you might want to do some like different moves or play around with things to get stuff to fit into your mix a little bit better. I mean, by all means, go ahead and copy my settings and stuff, but I would just use those as a starting point. I mean, again, like if it works, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it sounds good, it is good. So the next in the chain is going to be my parallel compression, and that is going to be Smash and Grab by Ggd. And let's see. Before. Kind of giving them a little bit more oomph, if you will. It looks like I have the neon hard, attack, release. I don't really have anything going on with saturations. I already have enough in there, and then I have parallel saturation as well. And it doesn't look like I really played with too many things down here. And then last but not least is my parallel saturation, which is going to be from Decapitator by SOUNDTOYS. And then again, I use a preset, Drum Fattener 3, and then I'm sure that I messed with the drive a little bit, probably the output and mix. This one, I definitely like to get like a starting point, and then I kind of dial everything in to taste. I don't know if it was already on the T style, probably. Let's hear the before, let's hear the after. You know the drill. All right, and then here's the after. Cool, so that is pretty much it for the drum bus, and then the only other thing I have going on are just my triggers. So all my one-shots that are blended in. I have kick, snare, rack, floor tom 1, and floor tom 2, and that's all done just using SLATE trigger 2. And like with the kick, I have a couple blended here. With the snare, I think I have a ton of them blended. Yeah, I have like 5 different ones kind of blended together to get the sound that I want. And then for the toms, I think it's just kind of like the kick. I just have 2. And then with all those blended in, you get this. And then I will also play everything in a full mix. This is something that I just started working on, so be gentle. The mix isn't fully dialed in yet, if you will. Well, I hope that was educational for you guys. I hope you learned something. I don't know if I'm super great at explaining things, but yeah, I hope it helped in some way. And catch you on the next one. See you later.